This Ninja knife block is absolutely fantastic. Now I wanted to focus you guys onto this StaySharp area here. These are the stainless steel Ninja knives. And this little StaySharp section right here is absolutely fantastic because it allows you to sharpen the knives within the block. You don't need a separate sharpener. So if I pull one of these steak knives out from the bottom, and now I do have to say these Ninja knives are very, very sharp and probably one of the highest quality made knives I have actually ever seen. Now these are fresh out of the block. I haven't actually sharpened one of these knives yet, but what you can see is that the blade is also the handle, and that's always a very good sign on how to see if a knife is high quality or not. It's all one solid piece of material. So this is the steak knife I've pulled out at the bottom. I'm going to pop it into here so it slides in and it catches into there like that. And you can tell it's caught because you cannot remove it. And once you can't remove the knife, you know it's ready to be sharpened. You've got this little bit here, and basically what you do is you slide this bit up like that. It clicks, and as you slide this down, what it's going to do is hit the knife once on the wheat stone. So you're going to go down like that, and as you go down, it sharpens the knife. I'm only going to do it once for the sake of this, and you push that down, it unlocks the knife, and then you can remove it like that. Now, mind I only just sent this through once, and you can already see it's probably like 10 times sharper than it was when it was first in there. So, you know, these are the steak knives, and you can see if I put it sideways, it almost disappears. That's how you can tell that this is an absolutely fantastic knife set. And I'm just looking at the steak knife here to show you. So the actual steak knife is unreal. You can see the lovely reflection there. So let's take a look at each of these knives and we can actually see what we've got. So we've got the steak knife. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these that come in the block. That's probably enough to give all of your guests one of the best knives they've ever used in their life. Now, let's take a look at the big knife. Now, this is huge, this one. Now, I'm not actually sure the name of this knife. Of course, there is a name for each type of knife, and it's for a certain thing, but this one is just huge. You can see I was naughty. I didn't clean it properly last time I used it. Don't judge me. But this knife is giant. You can see the blade right into the handle. It almost disappears again. And as we turn it around, it's just huge. And the thing that obviously you can't see is how well weighted these are for when you grab them to cut. They're just fantastic. So there's your big knife. That's not the scientific kitchen name for it, but it's nice. And then we come into the next knife in the block. Now this actually looks like those really nice Japanese knives that you can get. But this will shred. When you're like dicing onions with this knife, it's absolutely unreal. Again, it's like millimeters thin. It's just a fantastic looking knife this is. I cannot recommend. Just look how nice this looks. Absolutely fantastic Ninja knife product. And then we bring out the next one. Now this is the bread knife. And this shreds bread. Now obviously you can't tell, well yeah you can, so you can see that the ridge is at the bottom there. And these are just going to absolutely shred every single type of bread. I've not found anything that's been able to stand this knife. I've cut bread up with it, I cut a jam roly-poly up with it and ended up cutting all through the actual outside material, which made it quite nice to dish up with. But this is a fantastic looking bread knife there. Really, really good. So we put that down. And then we've got the next one here like that. This is, I actually don't know what this one would be used for. I haven't used this knife other than I've put a dirty fingerprint on it. But this is, yes, just another one. Like I'm saying, you're kind of getting every single knife you will ever need from this block. So you can see that there. Really, really good. Really, really well weighted. Again, ignore my fingerprints. And then we've got my favourite knife. This one here is the one that I use to cut up basically everything. So whether it be the onions, the chilies for my curries, you know, anything like that gets put into this. Well, I use it with this one. This one has been sharpened, so you can see this has got a very, very sharp edge to it. So this is a really, really good and actually my favourite knife from the block. And then we have one slightly smaller knife here. And this one is, you know, this is kind of like, I would say you're like your apple knife. I've cut apples with this one and it shreds them. But it's a nice small one just for when you've got a tiny little job to do and not much to worry about. So this is a very good one indeed. And I really, really like this knife. Now this here is phenomenal. You also get a pair of scissors with the knife block. Now, these scissors are very, very fantastic. Now, I know wow, it's a knife block. Why do you need scissors? You always need scissors in a kitchen. And these literally cut everything. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I probably shouldn't have used these to cut up my old carpet. But I did, and it shredded. It absolutely annihilated the carpet. And one of the good things is that you can do that. And you can see the back here. There's like a little twisty blade here. It just falls out. So then you can wash these. And what happens a lot of the time with scissors is when you're cutting stuff, all of the gunk gets sort of stuck towards the bottom and on the blades. This is going to really easily allow you just to pop them out, and then you've got this really, really solid thing, and then they just fit back together like that. So yeah, it's an absolutely phenomenal product. The scissors are incredible. All of the knives are incredible. The actual block themselves is incredible. And everything just has a lovely home for it to go back into. And it's very clear what knife goes where. You just match it up with the size of the holes and then you slide it in. And that is that, guys. I mean, if you put the knives in the wrong sections, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, they all fit in so nice and easily. It's an absolutely lovely block. And I fully recommend this to knife enthusiasts, kitchen amateurs, anyone. I'm definitely an amateur in the kitchen, and this does everything.